If you're thinking about moving to the Central Florida area, chances are in your research you've come across a city called Debary. It's a small town located on the St. Johns River, and there's not a lot about it on the internet. So today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Debary. So stick around. My name's Krista and I'm a realtor here in Central Florida, and I'm making these videos every week to help you sort out and sort through all the small towns all around Central Florida to help you figure out which one might be the best for you or your family. Please consider clicking subscribe or hitting the notification bell so you'll know whenever I put up a new video. Debary is a small little town in Volusia County with a population of about 20,000. It was founded in the 1800s by a man named Frederick Debary, who built a hunting lodge known as Debary Hall, which is still there to this day and is currently the community's oldest building. Some people call it Debary, others pronounce it Debary. We all know what you're talking about, no matter how you say it. Stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to provide you with a link that'll show you all the houses that are currently for sale in Debary, no matter when you're watching this video. Let's dive right into the pros and cons. Let's talk about our first pro. Number 1, affordability. And chances are, if you found your way to this video, you have probably already done some research and you know that you can get a pretty nice house in Debary. The median home price right now, as of the time of this video, is $300,000, and the median year built is right around the year 2000. So you can get a newer home for right around $300,000. A pool home generally starts at closer to $350,000. And you can get older homes as old as the 1950s for much less. They are smaller. A lot of them are on well and septic tank rather than public sewer and public water. And there are also luxury homes in Debary, particularly on the St. Johns, and those are going to run you $1 million or more. So there's a wide variety of houses available to you at any price range. Pro number 2, Debary's location. Debary is located roughly halfway between Orlando and Daytona Beach. And if you head south towards Orlando and keep going, you're going to get to Disney in maybe another 15 or 20 minutes. So if you like the feeling of a smaller town, but you want to be in the Orlando area, Debary could be a great choice for you. Now, you're not right in downtown. You do have to drive there, and that's going to take you down I-4. And I-4 is not the most pleasant experience, and it's been under construction for a long time, and it's going to be still under, reconstruction for a while. But in Debary, you do have the Sunrail, and that's a commuter train that runs from Debary all the way down to Kissimmee and Point Siena, stopping in Orlando, Winter Park, Longwood, Sanford, Lake Mary, and some other spots in between. So if you are lucky enough to find a job along the route, then you can relax, read a book, check your email, do whatever it is you want, take the train, and enjoy your commute rather than sitting behind the wheel of your car. Pro number 3. For as small of a town as Debary is, it is packed with some pretty cool places. First of all, let's talk about Lake Monroe Park. That's a public boat ramp and a park with pavilions, but you can launch your boat there onto Lake Monroe, jump on the St. Johns, and go really all the way up to Jacksonville to the Intercoastal if you want, or just fish, or go to a restaurant and hang out. There are lots of interesting places to stop, Redneck Beach, little canals off the sides. It's a really great way to spend an afternoon. Nearby, there's also a nice, wide, smooth bike path where you can bike or jog or rollerblade, whatever you like, and that'll take you throughout parts of Debary and on to Green Springs Park, which is a beautiful natural spring park with paths and benches. You can feed the squirrels. There's a pavilion. You can have a cookout. There's a playground for the kids. Just another great way to spend an afternoon. But back to the first one on the St. Johns. Also, Debary is home to one of my very favorite restaurants, which is the Swamp House Riverfront Grill. It always takes me a while to say the name because we just refer to it as the Swamp. But you can take your boat, or drive in, of course, but you can take your boat, park there, buy gas, have a great lunch. You can even rent boats from this spot too. Check it out. All right, let's discuss some cons. Con number one, and this is not specific to Debary, that is Florida, Central Florida weather in general. It's very, very hot a lot of the times. When you first move here and you sit in your car after the car's been in the sun for a while, you may feel like you're going to die or melt into your seat. So that can take some getting used to. Also, it kind of starts to rain really, really hard, like harder than you could even imagine, kind of suddenly. And sometimes that also takes some getting used to. All of these things you will eventually become acclimated to. You'll be able to climb into your car after it's been in the sun for a while. But it does take some getting used to, especially if you're not from here. But none of that is specific to Debary. That's all over Central Florida. Con number two. Let's talk about the walkability of Debary. So there's a main road that runs almost through the middle of Debary, and that is 1792. That's the name of the road. And you're going to find a lot of shops on 1792. There is a Walmart in Debary, but other than that, sort of the mom and pop shops, diners, things like that, you're not going to find a lot of national chain stores. You're going to have to go to maybe Deltona or Orange City or Sanford. If you want to go to the mall, the closest mall will be probably Sanford. There's also one in Daytona Beach. So for your bigger shopping trips, like for clothing, you might have to leave the city. For groceries and things like that, you will be able to shop in Debary. There's not a lot of walkability. If you want to get to stores, you're probably going to have to drive. There's not like a specific little downtown area with a lot of restaurants and bars kind of bunched together. They're all sort of spread out. Con number three, and this can be a biggie for some people, at least people who aren't used to it, you may have to have flood insurance in Debary, and this is something you're going to want to check. Each house that you find, you can check with the FEMA map. If you can't figure out where to find this information wherever you're looking for houses, you're going to want to go to the FEMA map and type in the address to see if the house that you're interested in is in a flood zone. And then you can talk with an insurance company and find out how much flood insurance might cost for that specific property. So guys, that concludes my video on Debary. If you have any questions or thoughts about Debary, please feel free to comment below or reach out to me. Send me an email, a text, call me. I love when people call me about my videos. I love to hear from you and I want to help you. So please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.